Item data can also be exported just as easily as classification data. And what this is going to be is, as we saw the spreadsheet that we imported in, it'll be the same information pulled out. So I'll go to my item data and I will say sample item data export. Oops. Again, this is to save it under a specific name here on the previous screen, and then I want to be able to have this here. There is one additional little information here as opposed to the classification export. You have the ability to export to a single sheet. Which would be helpful if you're just trying to pull all of the information as far as really like part numbers or the common attributes. The common attributes would be attributes that are on every single shared category. So something like if length is on everything or if material is on everything, then that common attribute will be exported. But if there's something like AC voltage and it only appears on a couple categories, it's not going to be exported. However, we can also do by category. So I would like to do by category. This is going to give me different sheets in my Excel file. So I'll say next. Again, just like the classification export, if we want to choose attributes in particular statuses or groups or even just individual, I can go ahead and do all of that here. So if I only want to export like 7 or 8 different attributes across 20 categories, I would choose those in here. Again, if you do nothing, Export Manager assumes everything. So I will now hit next. And now I will find exactly where I would like to export that from, and I'm going to do relays and controllers. I'm not going to choose anything for my category status selection or the attribute status selection because I want to see everything, so I'm not going to dig in very far into that. Now I have what I want to export, and I will say next. This is just if you want to pull parts from a specific batch or deliverable that already exists. I'll say next. And then the item statuses, if I only want those approved items or if I only want to see rejected items, for example, then we'll choose that here. But I want to see everything, so I'm just going to do nothing. And now we're going to actually wait for the export to come through. So this is going to give us that Excel spreadsheet where it has all of the item numbers with attributes and their values based off of everything that we had chosen here. Depending on how many parts, these can take a while or it could be pretty short. So it looks like I've got a lot of parts in the categories that I was trying to export. Okay, and I have exported successfully 1,312 items. I will now say done. And lastly, I can come in and see exactly what that item data export looked like. So as I'm opening it up on my other screen, please bear with me. This is our original file, and now what my export came out as is being able to see all of the category by category, all information, item descriptions, item numbers, all of the attributes that are on here. This is helpful because you can see when it was created, who last updated this, the category path itself. For example, if you wanted to reroute some items on a mass scale, you would need to do something like this, and then just change the path, import it back in, and just make sure that you do have that category selected.